God has a different goal. God's goal is to chase you down no matter where you go, what you do, or where you've run to. When I was about 3 years ago now, I was having a really bad day. Like, it was just horrible in my world. It was probably the end of a bad week, and I was on the phone with a friend, and I remember telling her, I said, you know what? I just don't understand what God is doing in my world. I don't understand it, and I don't like it, and I'm not really happy. And that was the end of it, and I hung up, and I did the next logical thing that I could do. Now, I mean, I was a speaker then. I was, a big person in Christian community. I was a woman of great faith, and so I hung up the phone, frustrated with God, and I did the perfectly most logical thing. I went to my freezer, and I got out a pie. I'm like, I'm going to eat a pie. Great, here's me. Now, see, I should have, right? Because of who I am and my faith, and yay me, I'm rock solid. I should have gone straight to the Bible. But guess what? We're all human. It doesn't matter if I'm up here or you're down there. Everybody messes up and everybody gets it wrong. And I ran to a pie because I felt like eating a key lime pie. And if you notice, my bunny's name is Key Lime because I like key lime pie. So I pulled this pie out of my freezer. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't get it. I'm not even going to talk to God. I'm just going to eat a pie. And I'm just eating away, eat, right? And I'm kind of getting more frustrated as time goes on and more. And I get to the bottom of my pie pan, and there's like writing in it. And I just bought this pie at a store. It wasn't like somebody gave it to me. And I'm like, there's writing in my pie pan. It's kind of got some of that key lime-ish gush on it. So I'm like, okay, so I start to read it because, if there was words in the bottom of your pie pan, wouldn't you read it, right? So I start to read it, and this is what it says. It says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Do not rely on your own understanding. There's that word. I don't understand what he's doing in my life. Oh, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. In a pie pan. Honestly, really, in a pie pan? Let's follow the logic here. The creator of the universe, who created all of us, created a man who somewhere when he was a little boy decided he liked making pies. So this man, somewhere in the world who liked to make pies, decided he would come to America and he would make pies here. Not only would he make pies, but he would make key lime pies, which is the only frozen pie that I eat. And in the bottom of his pie pans, he would pick Bible verses and he would put them in the bottom of his pie pan. So somewhere in this man's life, he became a Christian. He became dedicated to the Lord enough to put verses in a pie pan. Puts it in a pie pan. Picks the exact verse from this entire book that has the word understanding in it and about trusting God. Puts it in a key lime pie. Puts that pie on a truck to go somewhere in America. It ends up in Nashville, Tennessee. Not only Nashville, but it ends up in my grocery store at Nashville, on the shelf, in the front row, on the day that I would go and be like, ding, 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 oh, pie, boom, da, 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 which was like weeks before I had my emotional crisis. And then it would remain in my refrigerator, in my freezer, and none of my roommates would have a hungry night and eat it. Because God knew that I would have a bad day way over here, and when I had this bad day, I would need the pie that he planned from the beginning of time way over here to be in my freezer way over here so that when I ate it, I could, oh, God is talking to me. Pie pan. That's kind of how I felt. If God cares enough to chase me down in a pie pan, don't tell me God doesn't care about you. Don't tell me he won't chase you down or that he doesn't want to be involved in every part of your life. He went to the exact thing I ran to escape him and showed me his face in a pie pan. God is incredible. That is the plan of attack that God has for you. Satan wants to come and attack you and tear you down. God wants to chase after you and remind you every day that he loves you.